he just was staring at me and I wasn't making.
They got to the side window through a rock.
Keep going, just keep, oh my God. Oh dear to me. Oh.
The first video tonight comes from Strange Days Diaries, a solo van life travel vlog channel documenting everyday life on the road in a 1990s Chevy Astro van. The creator shares quiet coastal camps, road trips, daily routines, and honest reflections about the realities and occasional safety concerns of traveling alone. It is April 30th, 2024, in a coastal area of California, United States.
Hi, I'm Asia, and welcome back to the Strange Days Diaries, and welcome to a complete day off with me in my 1990 Chevy Astro van named Spec. This is going to be a really general, typical day off in my van, and I'm going to bring you along with me. I have some errands I have to run, some tasks I have to do, and I'm also planning on going to one of my favorite spots to spend an entire day off at. It's on the...
The vlogger begins her day running errands in her 1990s Chevy Astro van, before heading toward one of her favorite coastal viewpoints, where she plans to relax, cook breakfast, and spend the day enjoying the scenery. While driving past a nearby McDonald's, she briefly makes eye contact with a man leaving the car park. A short time later, she notices what appears to be the same vehicle traveling behind her, along the quiet road leading to the coastal viewpoint, where she normally parks.
I don't know what just happened, but basically I just pulled into this spot. I love it. And as I pull up to this spot, I pass by a McDonald's. It's like, I don't know, a mile away from this spot is a McDonald's, or like 2 miles. As I'm driving by the McDonald's, I like made eye contact with somebody who was pulling out of the McDonald's. I didn't mean to, but I guess I did. And I saw him just like make eye contact with me and zoom behind me and follow me. And he followed me all the way up here. And this spot, there's like a...
When she reaches the dead-end area where she typically turns around and parks, the blue car continues following her. After she parks the van, the driver pulls up nearby and appears to look toward her vehicle for a moment before suddenly driving away. The interaction is brief, but leaves her feeling uneasy, especially given how quiet and isolated the location usually is.
In my van. So something I noticed as I'm cooking is the creepy guy in the blue car is back. So that sucks. I hope that it's nothing and that I'm just being really sensitive, but I feel like it's something.
After some time passes, she realizes the man has been sitting in the car throughout her morning routine, while she cooks, cleans, and organizes items inside the van. At times, his hand appears raised, making her wonder if he could be holding something or possibly recording in her direction.
And number two, I am still a little sketched out by that guy that followed me earlier, and it's just been on my mind all day. It wasn't anything insane, obviously, but I don't know if he's still lurking around or if he came back and I didn't notice, that kind of thing. And I just don't feel the comfiest leaving my van and going on a super long walk or hike way out of eyesight of my van right now. That's just...
As the day winds down, she explains that she may leave the location earlier than planned, just in case the man returns, choosing to trust her instincts about the situation. What was meant to be a quiet and relaxing day by the coast becomes unsettling after the encounter with the unfamiliar vehicle. Although the man eventually leaves and no confrontation occurs, the experience highlights how traveling alone, especially in remote or quiet areas, can sometimes lead to situations where remaining alert and trusting one's instincts becomes important. Before we move on, if you're enjoying the video so far, leaving a like really helps. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. We recently passed 50,000 subscribers, and that's entirely because of you. The next target is 100,000 before the end of the year. Ambitious, but worth aiming for. There's a hidden word somewhere in this video. See if you can spot it. Now, Let's continue. The next horrifying video comes from a van called Dignity, a UK-based van life channel documenting the full-time travels of Steve and Liz. Their content focuses on daily van life, camper van upgrades, and the realities, both positive and difficult, of living full-time on the road in a self-converted van. It is July 2nd, 2025 in the United Kingdom, near the A1 junction and Lobley Hill area in Gateshead, Tyne and Ware. While traveling between filming locations for their 3-month van life anniversary video, Steve and Liz exit the A1 near the Team Valley turning and begin heading toward Lobley Hill. As they approach a large roundabout and start climbing a steep hill, they encounter a group of young men riding electric bikes in the road. One rider performs a wheelie close to the van, forcing Steve to slow down while climbing the hill in low gear. Concerned about how close the rider is getting to the vehicle, Steve briefly uses the horn to signal for space.
We got to the traffic lights. That's when they sort of looked like they were going to turn off to the right, waited for us to get in front of them, and then basically began following us. And no word of a lie, they were hunting us down. So they were.
The riders accelerate and begin chasing the van. Liz starts recording the situation on her phone while preparing to contact the police as the group closes in behind them.
Porthole window is that they're stopping. It's easy to look back now and realise what they were doing, but at the time they were stopping, they were sort of dropping, and then they were starting off and tearing up towards us. What I realise now that they were doing is they were grabbing rock stones from the side of the road and throwing them at the van. After it all finished...
As the chase continues, several of the riders slow down along the roadside to pick up stones and small rocks. They begin throwing them toward the moving van while continuing to pursue the vehicle.
They were being threatening, they were throwing anything that they could find.
Yeah.
And eventually they got to the side window, threw a rock. It was big enough and he was close enough that it, as we have already explained, it shattered the window. It was pretty terrifying at the time, I'm not going to...
One rider reaches the side of the van and throws a larger rock directly at the side window. The impact shatters the glass, splintering the entire pane, while Steve continues driving in an attempt to get away.
I was also on the phone to the police, who were trying to ask me where our location was. Now, bear in mind that Stevie knows the area, I don't. So we're constantly moving, so we couldn't give them a solid location. Plus, I'm trying to ask Stevie where we are.
Liz calls the police while Steve focuses on navigating the van through busy afternoon traffic to put distance between them and the riders. After damaging the vehicle, the group suddenly breaks off the chase and disappears from the area. After the incident, Steve and Liz drive to a safer location where they can stop and speak with police. Officers arrive shortly afterward and collect information about what happened. Liz provides screenshots and footage she recorded during the chase to assist with the investigation. Because the situation became an active police matter, the couple explains that the full footage cannot be publicly released. In the meantime, they temporarily secure the shattered window using tape, plastic sheeting, and a board, while waiting for a replacement. The experience serves as a reminder that life on the road can sometimes involve unexpected and difficult situations, even during what begins as a normal day of travel. The next chilling video comes from Romany Pirates, a UK-based van life and travel channel, documenting road trips around Britain in their camper van. The couple explore historic landmarks, coastal areas, countryside walks, and unusual destinations while sharing real experiences from life on the road. It is January 31st, 2023 at Holy Island, Lindisfarne, Northumberland, United Kingdom.
She loves it on the sand, absolutely loves it.
Yeah, I like it better here in winter than summer. We came here a couple of summers ago now. We were just sort of passing through.
Very busy, wasn't
and it were absolutely rammed. And now it's just totally peaceful. This is a cool little idea. It's a little library take a book, share a book. So you take a book and leave a book. Unfortunately, I've not got a...
After spending the day exploring Holy Island, the couple returned to their camper van to relax and have lunch. Because it is winter, the island is unusually quiet, giving them a peaceful setting to enjoy the beach and surrounding scenery. While sitting inside the van preparing food, they begin to realize they may have stayed longer than planned. Emma grows concerned that the tide may already be returning across the causeway, the only road connecting the island to the mainland. The mood quickly shifts from relaxed to anxious as they begin packing up and preparing to leave before the crossing becomes unsafe.
What I'm gonna do, and I've left it till last minute, and there is literally nobody crossing over now, so I'm really starting to panic in case we get stuck. Oh jeez. Oh. Keep going, keep going, keep. Just keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, just keep. Oh my god. Oh dear me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just keep going, keep driving, keep driving, keep driving quickly. Not too fast. Oh.
When they reach the causeway, water is already flowing across sections of the road. Reese carefully drives the van through the flooded areas, while Emma urges him to keep moving forward. The van pushes through the shallow water as the tide continues, spreading across the road behind them.
If we'd have been literally 20 seconds, then we wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
because obviously the road, you don't think about it, but the road's not totally flat. It's got dips in it, so certain areas of it are going to fill up quicker than other areas. You know, aren't they? You know, that's the thing, because it's got dips.
You know, the Coast Guard come if you do get stuck. You basically lost your vehicle. The Coast Guard comes and gets you with a helicopter.
Oh, don't even.
It's serious.
Because when we hit the water on that last bit, it was like hitting a wall. The van, you could feel it just forcing us backwards. So that's how deep it was at that point. You know, it was really deep.
After reaching the mainland safely, Reese walks back toward the causeway to show how quickly the situation is changing. Within minutes, the road they had just crossed is already becoming submerged by the sea, demonstrating how rapidly the tide can cover the crossing. Once the tension settles, the couple explain how unexpectedly fast the tide returned and how dangerous the crossing can be if visitors leave the island too late. They mention that vehicles are sometimes stranded on the tidal road and must be rescued by the Coast Guard when the sea cuts off the route. The experience leaves them shaken but relieved, serving as a reminder of how unpredictable tidal crossings can be at Holy Island. The next shocking video of the night comes from Allison Sharp, a US-based travel and van life creator, documenting nomadic adventures, scenic drives, national parks, and unexpected wildlife encounters. It is June 18, 2022, near Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming, United States.
It was literally just like shut down with all the signs saying road closed, road closed. You're not going to get through that thing. And the cool thing is when we drove up, we saw 2 bison just chilling, like almost as a bonus for driving all that way up there. And I did notice that somebody was in the guard booth, or I'm not sure what they call it. So I walked up.
The travelers approached the closed east entrance of Yellowstone after driving from Cody, Wyoming. Along the road, they begin noticing closure signs, barriers, and a few vehicles stopped along the roadside. Despite the restricted access, the surrounding scenery remains striking. Tree-covered mountains rise above the road, while fast-moving rivers cut through the valley. As the family slowly continues along the road, they see several cars pulled over ahead. The stopped vehicles suggest something unusual may be nearby, building anticipation as they carefully approach the area while remaining aware that wildlife, especially bears, are common in this region.
Is that right before we got to the Yellowstone entrance, we noticed a few cars on the side of the road, so we looked ahead and we noticed something that was moving. And so I couldn't tell what it was at first, but it was a bear and a baby bear.
Soon after, the family spots a mother bear with her cub close to the roadside. They carefully pull over and prepare their camera to document the encounter while remaining at a respectful distance.
Oh, the little bear is standing up.
Suddenly, the mother bear rushes toward movement in the nearby brush. She captures prey and begins feeding, while the cub remains close beside her. The scene reveals a powerful glimpse of wildlife behavior as the bears focus on the meal while the family observes from a safe distance. After witnessing the intense wildlife encounter, the family continues their drive back toward Cody. Although Yellowstone's entrance was closed during their visit, the unexpected moment of seeing a bear and cub in the wild becomes one of the most memorable parts of the trip. The experience highlights the unpredictability of traveling through wilderness areas and the importance of staying alert when exploring regions known for large wildlife. The last video of the night comes from Cockcups, a small US-based YouTube channel focused on paranormal exploration and ghost hunting. It is February 18th, 2026 at Green Mist Road, United States.
Alright, we pulled up to the second place. Hold on. Yeah, we're here. Alright, we're here. Okay. As you can see, I'm gonna read this.
No, we're going on this thing, bro. You hear that thing?
Well, I didn't know we were getting out of the car.
One of the most infamous stories involves a woman rumored to have practiced black magic in her home among Blue Mist Road, where locals claim she opened portals to dark dimensions, leaving the land cursed. Another chilling legend tells a father who, in a fit of rage, murdered his entire family and concealed their bodies in septic tanks. Be quiet. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Hold it.
The team arrives at Green Mist Road, a location known locally for unsettling legends and strange stories. As they begin walking along the overgrown road, they discuss some of the darker tales associated with the area. These include rumors about unusual rituals said to have taken place nearby, and a tragic story involving a family that once lived in the area. Whether the stories are true or not, the folklore adds a heavy atmosphere to the already quiet surroundings.
What's that? Is that fucking a rope? There's a rope.
Where?
Where? There's a rope. Yeah, oh, fuck. It's a power line, guys. It's only tree. I heard something over there. It's water. We gotta keep going, bro.
While continuing along the path, the team notices a rope tied to a nearby tree. The unexpected sight makes them pause, unsure whether it was left by previous visitors or has another purpose. The discovery adds another layer of unease to the environment.
If anybody's here, make yourself known. Is anybody here?
A faint, unidentifiable sound comes from the direction of nearby water. The team stops moving and listens carefully. Although the noise is subtle, it feels unusual enough to make them exchange uneasy glances as they scan the dark surroundings. Attempting to provoke a response, one of the investigators calls out into the darkness, asking if anyone is nearby. The forest remains quiet, but the tension grows as the group continues slowly down the path, listening for any further sounds. Although no clear apparitions or figures appear during the investigation, the strange rope, unexplained noises, and heavy atmosphere reinforce the unsettling reputation of Green Mist Road. The team eventually decides to leave the area feeling uneasy, reflecting on the strange energy of the location and the unsettling folklore that has surrounded the road for years. We appreciate you for watching. If these creepy encounters gave you chills, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. There's always another mystery waiting just around the corner.